We're joined now with our first guest of the new season of the Not So Late Show, Principal of the high school, Mr. Steve Meidell. Good to have you with us.
Great to be here, Justin.
How are you doing?
Good. It was a busy day today, but
yeah. How was your summer?
hectic.
Yeah,
Hectic.
I can imagine.
Yeah, it wasn't the usual summer.
Mm-hmm. With the new schedule and everything.
That's why I didn't have a. Yes.
That's one of the main addresses here, the interview that's going to come up.
Yeah.
Wondering how long it took to get the new format for the school year with the new blocks and everything.
In actuality, we've been working on this schedule for approximately 2.5 years. And it started in the early stages of just looking at a variety of schedule patterns. And the motivation for doing that was that we felt we weren't able to use our time well and under the old schedule, and that time was really running the curriculum and running the personnel, and people were ending up, both students and faculty were ending up the day frustrated and tired for the wrong reasons. I think under the new schedule they're frustrated and tired for the right reasons, and that's that they now have control over that time and working with kids. So it's been 2.5 years of playing with the variety of schedules. Eventually the faculty voted on a pattern that they wanted to work on, which was a semester large block schedule. And from that we fine-tuned it down to what I'm calling a modified block schedule, because that's truly what it is. It's not all block, but it's got a little bit of the old schedule in it as well.
Originally we were supposed to have the 4 90-minute blocks, and
Correct.
we had to drop it down to 3.5.
Yep.
The reason?
Basic reason was finances. A 4x4 is expensive in the sense of not only equipment, but also the main expense there would have been personnel. It would have been hiring even more teachers than we were allowed to hire under this plan. This plan gave us the opportunity to hire about 11.4 new teachers. We had some others that were hired because of retirements, but that's a lot of staff in 1 year to hire, and it shows the conviction of the school committee and the superintendent to give us that kind of support. We couldn't have done a new schedule without that kind of support. So it was a compromise. It's really a 3.5 in a sense schedule that we're working on. But it maintained a lot of the positives that we were going to have under our modified schedule, which was key to making the compromise.
That's good. What were some of the teachers' reactions, the teachers that have been here before under the previous schedule?
You mean the first few days, etc.?
Well,
or
just in general,
just in general.
Having the new schedule.
Well, as I said, there was a lot of research by teachers. They went out and visited school systems, so some of them knew what we were heading for. Others didn't have the opportunity or chose not to participate at that level, and there was some apprehension, good apprehension. And what we ended up with was a schedule that really had a lot of input from both kinds of teachers. Those that had a high input into the activity of gathering schedules, but also the ones that were wanting to put on the brakes a little bit. And that was an effective process, because you got teachers that were really excited. When we went out to high schools and you talked to not only principals but teachers and also students, and you heard kids and teachers saying the same thing that the principal was saying, and it wasn't canned. One of the ones that I went to the cafeteria and sought out some kids that weren't sent to me to talk to me, but I really wanted to hear from some of the kids that weren't prepared. You know, what do you think of this block schedule? Is it really all that it's cracked up to be? And it was interesting because they highlighted the same things that we had seen in the research, and the same things the teachers were saying, the principal, is that it calms the building down. It eliminates the frustration that a lot of students have, having to rush from class to class and never feeling like they understood everything that was going on. And it also gave them a time to get to know the faculty better, which they really enjoyed. They felt that teachers knew them better. They also felt it increased the motivation to attend school, because there was a lot happening, and there was a motivation because you could participate in it. It wasn't, we're just sitting here and the teacher's going to talk to us and we can move on to the next class. So